H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, and sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live, and it is Monday morning, and let me tell you, I can see y'all. Oh, I know one person is right early in the I know she there. I just know. You know what? Let me go and talk to my starting five first. Could you hold on one second? Excuse me. Sorry. Wow. Let's talk to my starting five first. The first five people who signed up onto the Chop Shop feed via Facebook Live or YouTube Live. Let me get those out the way today. They're D. Holcomb, Thaddeus Moody, Jeremy Davis, Daryl Anderson, Franklin Paul is in the building. Joe Lewis is the sixth man. He's in the building. Everybody, listen, Joe Lewis, D. Holcomb, Jeremy Davis, who has Corey Willis, all of y'all in charge of everybody who come on to the YouTube. Let's make sure they put a thumbs up. I know right now we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thumbs up from y'all. You know, if you're gonna be a leader now, you got to make sure you do it first. Now, I think I just did it. Watch me. I'm sharing stuff while we on the air. Boy, I love this. I share in real time. Watch this. I'm sharing in real time. Sharing just like y'all do. And who had Joe Lewis? Okay, but I see you, Brandy. I see you. George Ballard's in the building. JB, I'm gonna call you after the show. Cause my bad, man. I've been gone. I've been doing some stuff. Let me see. Let me check. Let me shout out there. What's up, Chris Charles? Hey, Mindy. Hey, son. Boy, that Mindy's something else. Dale Griggs said, have a wonderful Monday, Chop Shop. The Astros are going to the World Series, and our Cowboys won. Yes, we going. I got to shout out to the Cowboys. They won. But them Astros, man, ain't nobody won a game off of them. 3-0 against Seattle, and they swept the Yankees. That's impressive. Y'all know I don't tweet. Y'all know I tweeted last night. I said, Jim Crane, you got to do right by Dustin. Got to do by Dustin. I want to do Dustin. Man, this unique, man. This is a unique situation that's going on with Dustin. I'm going through. Let's get out and vote early. Thank you. Brandon said, let's get out and vote early. Early voting started today. Yeah, I'm going to vote today then. I'm going to get me some voting in today. Please don't mention my strolls with foolery. Like, you talking about like Bob Costas did last night? Sonya, did you check out Bob Costas last night? We'll talk about him. We'll talk about that a little bit. What up, everybody? Let me see. Dale Griggs, I'm surprised you're not a Ranger fan. Oh, see, Mindy, see, y'all be watching. Mindy be throwing jags, and just not me. Now she messing with Dale Griggs. What's up, DeMar Hall? Let me see you. I'm just going through. Let me see you. I'm trying to see if anybody's saying something. Uh, yeah, she's out there. She's out there posting last night. Mindy, Pena. Yes. You see, I got Pena behind. Mindy, is that good enough for you, Mindy? That's just for that's for Mindy and Sonya right there. Little old Jeremy Pena behind. Y'all got to understand that was a gutsy move. All you baseball hey Mindy. Mindy, y'all sit back and listen, because Mindy finna give us some information. Mindy, why Pena? Who decision was to pull Pena? Who pulled the trigger? I know it had to be Click, but who is the mastermind behind Pena? Somebody help. Somebody help. Who is the man? Robert Halliday were only 11 out. That is Moody. Listen. D. Holcomb on top of that. Y'all got them. So it's 11 out of 17 thumbs up. So who is it? Y'all just count out who is the other 6 that ain't gave us a thumb up. We're going to get them today. What's up, Brian Boatwright? I'm trying to see. I know Mark Edwards got a thumb up. I know you ain't talking about him. We got to be ready for Philly. But who is responsible for Pena? Somebody would have had to take the blame for him. So I just want to know who is responsible for him when he doing great. Somebody would, if he was did back, because our beloved Carlos Carrera, everybody was sick when he left, and this little young guy come in here as a rookie and got the MVP last night. Who is responsible? Jorrick Battle, who is responsible? She said, do not mention the Astros when y'all talking about that team up 45. I think that's what she's talking about. The Eagles are still undefeated and in first place. Okay, I know what he's talking about. Let's see. I didn't see. Let's not talk about John Morant. I didn't already. Listen, I ain't gonna keep talking about John Morant. I done told y'all. Y'all can go watch that other mess if you want to. I just told y'all I like to see him. And then Zion. Man, my man hurt. Man, Jordan Clarkson. Hey, man, come on, man. Don't hurt Zion, man. Oh, I don't like that. Rafe said, hold up. I got a public service announcement. Rafe Austin says, sign up for RA Elite Halloween Havoc Tournament this upcoming weekend. If you got some 4th to 8th grade basketball team, I think Melvin Dew's got one up there in Port Arthur, Beaumont up in that area. Let me put that back up there, Skip. They calling the Rafe Austin Elite Halloween Havoc Tournament this upcoming weekend. Find how they get in touch with you, Skip. Put that on there. Give me some how they get in touch with you. They're the Cowboy fan. They swept my Yankee. Yeah, Rafe. I'm glad you're here today. Stay here, cause Rafe, I'm gonna need you. Stay here. I'm gonna need you. Let me see. I'm just going down. Dusty's mentioned he didn't know how good. Dusty mentioned he didn't know how good Pena was. What you mean, Mindy? Tell me about Pena. Astros will have to pay Dusty. Yes. Tell me about Carrera. Yeah, I said replacing Carrera, and it's not Carlos Carrera. No, I'm talking about who. If the kid would have been messing up, somebody would have took the blame. Y'all hold on one second. Somebody would have took the blame, man. If the kid would have been messing up, somebody would have took the blame. So I want to know who to get the credit to. That's all. Mindy, you supposed to know everything about baseball. Yeah, we're going to talk about Westbrook. Y'all, this show going to have to be a part 2 tomorrow and the next day, because it's a lot of stuff I got to cover today. When was the last time Willie fit to the day? I'm just trying. All I'm doing right now is going through. Then I'm gonna get on with the show. But I'm going through your comments because your comments are more important than what anything that I have to. Sometimes. Sometimes y'all be good, but then sometimes y'all don't be that good. Okay. Let me see. The hitting coach needs to get the credit. Sorry, I don't have the name for him. He was a top prospect. That's why they didn't want to pay Carlos all that for all those years because Pena was in the wing. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I guess baseball is that simple. And you talking about I don't know nothing about baseball and it's that damn simple, Mindy. Come on, come on. Math put a whooping on them Grizzlies. Yep. Junior got a chance to play. Junior Lofton got a chance to play the other day. Yeah, they put a whooping on the Grizzlies. Yes. Jonathan Griffin, I ain't never heard you say nothing about no Mavs. You just talking negative about the Grizzlies. Y'all see how people are? I watch you. I believe you me. I got receipts, Jonathan Griffin. I ain't never heard you say nothing about no Mavs. That was a Grizzly and a Ja dig. I got you, though. I got you. Hey, take notes of that, Jonathan Griffin. Take notes of that. Utah Jazz 3-0. They supposed to be tanking. They don't even know how to tank right. Let me see. I'm just going. Hey, Shanquetta. Yes. Mindy talking about, see, there you go. This is a great way for you. You can't take. Boy, that Mindy Collins, y'all don't understand. When I see her and Sonya pop up on the screen, I know I'm about to have a good time. Johnny B. Baker was responsible for. Okay, all right, okay, I like that. Johnny B. Baker. Too early. And I'm Marissa. Oh, there go Marissa's in the bed. Skyline High School. Oh, you're a Cowboy fan. Okay, I got you. I got you, John. I just want to take notes, Jonathan. But Chad B. Well, what's up, man? Where you been? Where you been? Chad, you homecoming. Hold up. First of all, let me get this out the way. Hey, we're going to get back to all of that. I told y'all this show might be a part 2 tomorrow because I know, first of all, happy homecoming week, especially for Tiger Nation and the Panthers up there and at Prairie View. A happy homecoming week for all the HBCUs and all the people. It was Jackson State. Man, I got a Jackson State take for y'all. I got this. I'm going to share with y'all in a minute. I'm just going through some things, and we're going to get back and talk about everything. I don't know if I'm going to make it I can't be in 2 places at one time. Y'all explain to me how I can go to TSU and then be at Prairie View at the... Chad, it's going to be hard for me. Y'all got to help me out with that one. But I asked who was responsible for Jeremy Pena. Somebody got to be responsible. Mindy didn't give me no information. She always tell me she don't give me nothing. Let me see. Speaking of lucky, them guys lucky. Is anybody lucky than Justin Verlander? Cy Young pitcher, great pitcher. On the Astros, going to the World Series. Got a Ford commercial. Married to Kate Upton. Yeah, he got it going on. Justin, y'all know when I beat, and one of the reasons I could never cheer against the Astros, because I liked Justin Verlander when he was at Detroit. I liked him then. And then, he come down here, then he married Kate Upton, so I got to like, and then Johnny B. Baker, y'all go with, what y'all call him, Johnny B. Baker. Hey man, hey Kevin, I would not put up with no Tom Brady slander here today. I'm going to get it myself. Just hold on. I'm going to get it myself. Let me get it myself so y'all can leave him alone. But I was talking about I was talking to some friends of mine all over the world. I was blessed enough to go this weekend to go again to the Formula One race in Austin, Texas. Got to see a chance, see Lewis Hamilton get second in the race. Great weekend, man. Y'all got to get up there. I told y'all about it last year. I'm going to tell y'all about it again. Had a great time. and we was just talking about stuff, talking to people all over the world. I mean, this is a place that people all over the world come to. It was 140,000 people each day in on that grounds. Shout out to the circus of what you call it, the circuit of Texas, COTA, they call it. They did a great job in getting the people. Can y'all imagine the logistics of getting people in and out of a place that have 140 people on in and out? It was unbelievable. Great time this weekend. I'm gonna talk about it more during the week. But I was thinking about, we was talking about our show. We was talking about the pace and the rhythm of this show. You know, because I was talking to some Hollywood people, some media people, and they've been watching the show. And we have the luxury on this show, Morris Parson, to not jump off into every news thing and not jump off to every controversy. We got the luxury. Ain't no producer telling us you got to talk about this. You got to talk. We got the luxury of not having to weigh in on certain things and because everybody else is talking about it. You know, the chop shop is just different. To the new people that's on here, and the people that's on here don't understand the reasons we do the things that we do on this chop shop. We have the luxury to just sit and digest our food and allow ourselves to be nourished, y'all, and not be rushed to give to get indigestion spiritually. You know, don't nobody rush us into talking about a topic. This space has allowed us to have this constant drumbeat of sanity. And it's like the guy was telling me yesterday, the other day, it's clean water. It's a perspective. I told y'all a long time ago about in the Malcolm X movie, and Elijah Muhammad said, hey man, if we give these people this dirty water, they're going to drink it because that's all they got. But if you offer them something different, a clean glass, we try to offer you a clean glass of water on this show to even talk about the Woman King weeks later, because I'm going to talk about it in the coming time. It's some stuff that happened. I want to talk about it. We able to 3-4 weeks later to talk about something like that. We don't have to talk about it immediately. But and what I love about this show is word of mouth is how we build it. Okay, let's get this straight. I'm not going on no marketing campaign trying to sell this show. No, not gonna do it. Because then you're gonna bring a whole lot of false people in. I want y'all to recommend this show like you recommend restaurants. If this is a good one, this is a good one. Yeah, you need to go here. Some people will never have the appetite for this show. You can't force anyone. Okay? I want y'all to keep this show because I want y'all to play this over and over. We have to build with the people who want to build. That's why I tell you to bring your bricks. We have to, I'm just talking to people who watching this show from around the country. They said, we got to build with people who want to be a part of the world that they may not see, but they want to participate in creating the world that we most want to live in and survive in. Okay? All right? So this show is not for everyone. All right, what they say about the world, the work is plenty, but the laborers are few. You follow me? People that were all. Let me tell you something. The people that's always on this show, the Mendes, the Kevin Freitmans, the Sonia Billinses, the Dale Griggs, they about their life. You follow me? And that's why I appreciate them, and I appreciate them so much. We don't have to convince nobody to come on this show. We got people smart enough. Brandon Nicholson said, check this out. She said, early voting matters. She talking about, we got people that's on this show going to tell you, if you done forgot, don't forget to vote. I'll never forget. I saw this, somebody tweeted this morning, said in 88, they said Herbert L. Connolly lost the primary election by just one vote. Later, he admitted that he forgot to cast his own ballot on time. You follow me? So I just wanted to share that with y'all, man. Y'all don't understand how important y'all are. People are talking about. People are watching this show, and we don't even know. And I'm sitting there. It's crazy. And then I saw something yesterday I've never seen. I saw a ref getting the autograph for Mike Evans, and I hope I was wrong about that. I didn't put it on the screen, but after the game. Because they don't supposed to do that, they get fined for that. I think $2,500 or something like that. I don't know what they get fined. But I saw that. Y'all know you can't do nothing in that tunnel. It's eyes everywhere. And I want to shout out to the parents out here. The parents out here. I want to hear you because I talked to a coach this morning, and I just want to talk to y'all. Okay. A lot of parents, y'all watch this show when your son is in the 9th grade. And when the 10th grade, when the 12th grade, when he get out, y'all don't watch the show. For whatever reason. You don't like Jimmy, you don't like me, whatever the reason. Right? You don't like it, right? But what happens is, especially you parents who've had bad experiences, we need y'all back because we don't want the other parents coming behind you to have bad experiences. Let me repeat that. Parents. Well, my son's out. I ain't got to listen to that channel. But you didn't gain information to help you and your son get off to college. But see, that's why I tell y'all this show is about life. This show is just not about sports. This show covers so much stuff. You follow me? So, but if you parents that then went through this gauntlet of summer basketball, if y'all came back and talk about it and talk about the people who were doing, see, when y'all gone, these same guys gonna treat these same people bad. We trying to give people a better experience in summer basketball. You follow me? So don't leave. Mindy's son has graduated. She's still here. So that tells me, that's why I said this show ain't for everybody. I know who, but believe you me, I get the analytics who about that life. But parents, I was a parent. So the stuff I'm coming back and to give you to help you navigate these crazy waters. You got the overtimes and the all of this. You got players talking about coming out at 18. Listen, that ain't for everybody. Don't think when your son turn 18, everybody finna go to the league. It's just 1%, the top 1%. So if we said, and I just want us to, parents, when you leave, when your son leave, we got a responsibility to help the new crew. And y'all know better than we do. Y'all know the guy out there that's selling tweets. Y'all know the guy out there giving crazy stuff and giving crazy stuff. Y'all got y'all know these people, but y'all sit in and don't want to talk about it. And y'all want me to expose them people on here when y'all can expose them. I got a show to do. D. White, her son is graduated. She's still here. So, parents, friends of the program, if you got people out in this community that's doing crazy stuff, man, we got to expose them. And I got to share this with y'all. I got something else to share this. See, I told y'all, like I said happy, did I say happy homecoming week? Did I say that? But he said, hate all the Astros, man. You can't talk about that. You can say what you want about the Astros, boy. Did y'all see it? Did anybody, and I'm going to come into this, did anybody see the award ceremony? I'm gonna put it up there, at the end. Jim Crane just was not happy. He was not happy. I've been around him. He smiled at the golf tournament. I see him. He smiling all damn day in everybody's face. Last night he didn't. But I want to share with y'all that y'all don't. A lot of y'all don't know what might know what's going on and don't. But I don't want you to never say that I didn't share this with them. Okay. Because this never just really crossed my mind. But Desmond Howard, David Pollack, Lee Corso, Kirk Herbstreit, Pat McAfee, Reese Davis, and the College Game Day crew is headed to Jackson State University this week. Thank you, Brad. Did y'all hear what I said? Have College Game Day ever been on an HBCU campus? Brad Kimball, help me. Y'all help. Yeah, Mindy, you right. That's a place for a clap. Let me find. Mindy, I can't find my controls here. There you go. That's a place for a clap. I got more. I got a question. Have a College Game Day ever been on an HBCU campus? I didn't know. I don't know. Help me. Thank you, Thaddeus Moody. I think this is the first time they have been to a FBS campus this year. But have they ever? He told me they ain't never been to a HBCU campus. I'm talking about the campus. Think about what just happened, y'all. When y'all get to talk about all these people, he ain't SWAC and all that old ignorant, about old crazy stuff. Watch this, y'all. I know they have done the week 0 game before, the SWAC and the MEAC challenge, but that's down in Atlanta. That's not on somebody's campus. Okay. I got you. Thank you. They went to Appalachia. Thank you. After they beat. They ain't been back. They ain't been back since. That's a good one. Thank you, Rick. Check this out. Look at this tweet. Let me show you how powerful this is. I got a tweet for you. I want y'all to look at this tweet. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me see. That's just the tweet that came out. Hold on. Let me put one on one side. I don't want to cover myself up. This Game Day saying, Jackson State, we coming to your city. They tweeted this out. They sent this messages out around the world. That's this. Bashan McCray is the quarterback, and that's Shedeur Sanders. This is going out across the world. ESPN Game Day. Y'all following me? I saw Desmond Howard tweeted. Reese Davis tweeted. All of these people tweeted this game. It's bigger than the bands right now, King Sticks. It's bigger than the bands right now. It's bigger than the bands. We're trying to get some of these guys exposure on a bigger level. The bands going, this thing is crazy. But check this out. This comes off a big-time win. Jackson State had over Campbell in their homecoming game. 51,000 people at the game. Okay? Check this out. Jackson State is riding a ton of momentum. Ricky Scott. Think about the last 2 weeks. Y'all think about it. You got Amazon Prime. I don't know why I call them amazing. Amazon Prime series was announced to be entitled Coach Prime. Okay? This is a step up from Barstool. He's going to Amazon Prime. This is a big budget step up. So you get Amazon Prime series and a show all in the last 2 weeks. Y'all watch this. Y'all watch this now. Watch this. Which is produced by SMAC Entertainment, the lady who owned the group that represents Michael Strahan and Dion in their management company. It's a management company. SMAC. SMAC. Yeah. You got Coach Prime being featured on Madden and a Doritos chips campaign across the country. Okay? It's the last 2 weeks. All right? You got Shedeur Sanders doing a Brady deal. Follow me. Shedeur Sanders being featured on Fox Big Noon Kickoff on FS1. You got the Heisman House that pulled up to Jackson last week for the game, for the homecoming game. The Heisman House. That's who carry the Heisman Trophy around to the guys who they think might have a shot. The Heisman, Aflac, the Heisman Trophy was actually on Jackson State's campus. It's all in the last 2 weeks. 700 recruits attended the Camel game. And you'll have another 500 on campus for the Southern game. Because the game this week, that's a game day is featuring is Southern. So Southern benefits from this game. And now you get college game day. You can't make this up, man. The amount of tension, the amount of press, the amount of love and exposure that Jackson State is able to accumulate over the last 2 weeks. 51,000 last week. You think we can top that this week? I hope Southern brings some fans this time. Campbell didn't bring that many fans. This is unprecedented, ladies and gentlemen. We got to talk about it. Because what? On the Chop Shop, we've been talking about and covering Jackson State. I have all season. I've been covering them so much that guess what Chris Walker said? We got to have a man crush Monday because I'm crushing on Deion Sanders. Where the man is doing some stuff, man, that I ain't seen done. Chris Walker, wherever you at, I know you're watching. I don't want to just limit this to HBCU status because we know this had never been done for HBCU. And it's unprecedented to me for FBS team. He said Appalachian State, but it wasn't this big of a buzz. Appalachian State didn't have the Heisman House coming down there. And this stuff that they getting, the higher group of five ain't even did nothing like this. They never got nothing like this. This Power 5 stuff that's going on right now, man. What's up, Rob? What's up, Chuck? I'm just watching, Robert, I'm just talking about what's going on with Deion Sanders, man. And not Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, and what's going on with Jackson State, man. I've never seen this. I've been in this business for a long time. I've never seen this. There are Power 5 schools that don't get Amazon Prime deals. Let me repeat that for the people who going to hate a little bit later. Y'all see us out here trying to reign on early voting day. There are Power 5s that coaches that don't have Amazon Prime deals. No other college quarterback has a deal with Tom Brady. Just one, Shedeur. They are going in uncharted waters, Jackson State is. I'm just watching. Who should be? I got a question, because on game day, they always have the celebrity picker. Who should be the celebrity guest picker for the Jackson State game? Where my Jackson State people at? Tanya must not be on here today. She went to Jackson State. She must have, they had homecoming this weekend. She probably still asleep. My nominee was Robert Brazile, former NFL Hall of Famer, Jackson State alumni. He played with Walter Payton. Eddie who? Did this man just say Eddie Robinson? What Eddie Robinson you talking about, man? Simeon seems like he done had him a sip or something. He done had him a sip. That man said Eddie Robinson. What Eddie Robinson? They got to be associated with Jackson State. Doug is not associated with Jackson State, but that was a good one. Robert Young. That man said block him. Thaddeus Moody, let me see what you're saying up here. You said Robert was absolutely priceless. My good friend Marvin Freeman, who was Deion's teammate with the Atlanta Braves, and my friends, pictures and videos say, oh, okay, unbelievable. Okay. I haven't looked at none of the pictures or the videos. Roberts is here. Yeah, that'd be good. I like that, Dad. I like that. I want to know. Y'all tell me. But I got something for y'all though. All right? Y'all know how Robert had it here. Y'all know I am. Now, here's what cannot happen this weekend. Mindy, you there? Robert Young, you there? Thaddeus Moody, you there? Kevin Freeman, you there? King Sticks, you there? We getting all this notoriety and we can't have no bad telecast like they did at the Camel game. It's freaking terrible. The announcers were terrible. The coverage was terrible. The ball would be down here and the damn camera down there. Did y'all hear what I just said? ESPN, I'd already sent a letter to theirs. See, I'm like them other people. I done sent an email already. I ain't gonna sit up here and just come on the Chop Chop and make a comment. I done already sent one. All you tweeters, tweet it out to ESPN. Please don't have no terrible ass telecast for this game at ESPN. It's power, y'all. All of us need to do it. All of us need to do it. Can't give us that bootleg ass production for this game, man. The world gonna be on us. We was just on 60 Minutes. We was on Good Morning America. Y'all, it was on Good Morning America on Friday morning. And you want to worry about whether a man's swag or not. Can't control the shooting. I can't control Darabon, them ignorant ass people who come to the game and want to do that. I'm talking about these folks. I'm talking about them folks that got the power to make sure this. I can't control that. God don't control that. Darryl Barnes. I'm gonna show y'all what he put up there. He had to put something negative like that up there. We can't control that. See, these kind of comments like this, Can't control that. When you got a great game, you got, and then a terrible broadcast, ESPN, it was terrible. Darryl Barnes, use the same energy you just commented. You need to be tweeting ESPN right now. Tweet their ass. If you want, if you want to make a comment, let's tweet ESPN. We got to start using our voices to do something that change. We can't have another shooting like that. Well, then go tell the people who's shooting it then. Tweet them. Tweet that out. Terrible, ESPN. Southern is coming into this game on a 4-game winning streak. Southern coming after their head. ESPN. Terrible broadcast. Rick Ross, all on his social media, talking about if you're a black celebrity, you need to be down in this city. If you're a black celebrity, you need to be down here. Snoop Dogg in the dressing room. ESPN, the worldwide leader. I ain't got I'm on the show right now. Somebody look at ESPN. Is easy to get into, especially on Twitter. They look at every tweet that's tweeted and added to there. They got somebody in there looking at that. And all you got to do is go ESPN office, ESPN football. You're going to find an email. Y'all got to do some of the work now. I'm just giving you the information. I'm giving you the breadcrumbs. You're going to have to go follow. Y'all got to remember, this man was on an Aflac commercial before he even got this job. Is there a Power 5 job that would put up with crime? You know, Chris Walker come on here and say, he ain't 5'5", he can't do that there. And he might be right. Would it put up with it? Got to have a perfect storm. You got to have a perfect storm and a strong black AD, like at Maryland. A strong black AD, like at Vanderbilt. Arizona State fired Herm, but Herm didn't get nothing done. One thing I know about Deion Sanders, he understands he is the show. He's the band leader. Somebody else might be writing the music. That's why he got Dennis Thurman. That's why he got that young offensive coordinator. The man was smart enough to say, I can't do it all, but I'm going to hire you two. That's why I got to figure out a way to get funds here, because somebody going to hire y'all away from me. Remember, I say he understands. He is the show. He the band leader. Somebody else might be writing the music. Yes. They talking about, he didn't even, when he played, he didn't come in the huddle. He just tell y'all, I'm going to shut down this side of the field. Y'all just handle that. Ain't nobody coming over here. Yes, he went to the neighborhood and talked to the gang members and asked for nonviolence. And they honored it. You're absolutely right, Robert Young. Sure did. When he got there. Sure did. Sure did. Somebody told me something this morning. It's still on my mind. I was just talking about, let's say, like these schools, not these schools, these the let's say University of Texas. They got a collective. They are raising money so they can pay the their guys. They can let these kids capitalize on the name and the image and likeness. Don't y'all know TSU can do the same thing? Ain't got nothing to do with the university. It's you guys who went to the university. You done made a little money. Put your money together. Build your own collective. I mean, hell, TSU, y'all spending money on everything else. Yeah, I'm looking in this camera right here. You can build your own collective. Jimmy tried to tell y'all the other day, but he was talking about the turkey leg. I'm talking about there's some people way successful than the turkey leg hut right there in that community. It might not be the size of Texas. But we have to understand we got to take care of our own. We quit waiting on Mackenzie Scott, Jeff Bezos' wife to come give us some money. The power of us just giving here and here and here, and consistently giving to the collective. That war chest, a lot of us, that war chest, what if everybody that went to Prairie View's homecoming was a part of giving for that collective? Everybody went to TSU's homecoming was a part of the collective. I'm just giving, I didn't go to them schools. I went to PWI. But my daughter went to TSU, so I got a kindred spirit for TSU. Y'all notice I ain't never tell y'all to raise nothing and do nothing for Cornell. I ain't never told y'all to do that. But for TSU, yes. Start with what we have. Our young kids at TSU need stuff too. Not just the kids at Texas. You follow me? He says ban. I'm not sure. I know this was targeted at student athletes. I don't know if bands considered a student athlete. Might be. I don't know. We are the biggest consumers of material goods and services. Let's help our own. Tim Jumper. Y'all, that's a very smart man that's on that put that up on the screen right there now. That ain't just no regular dude. Ole Miss, he played for Ole Miss. He played for the economic slave reserve concern school, the SEC. But that's my man. And I know, and I hope y'all don't go tell your friend, Robert Haddon talking about you. No. I ain't told y'all, look, come raise money for Memphis. Memphis got money. Them athletes all right. I've been to that campus. I've been in the parking lot. Those Memphis athletes okay. I want to see Jackson State athletes all right. Southern athletes all right. I'm telling you the cities I went to. Bethune-Cookman's athletes okay. Arkansas Pine Bluff. Okay. We can start their own collective. Wow. See, Dion got me saying, yo, we got to think out of the box. TSU build a relationship with the Houston Texans. That's why Lovie Smith came and did the photo ops with all the black coaches in the city. The new field that TSU gonna put down the practice field, the Texans donated that. They got the Texans turf field. Just like Walmart did it for Jackson State. Y'all, these people are doing things, and we just sitting here marveling at what Texas and Texas A&M is doing when we can start our own collective. Okay? All right, we good. We mad at me. I know one thing. I'm sitting there thinking about the buyout that they talking about right now with Jimbo Fisher. When I grow up, y'all, if I was a kid, when I grow up, I want to be a fired football coach. Y'all know what I said? A fired football coach. Because these buyouts are getting unbelievable. I'm sitting there watching it. So let me see what else I had. I got so much. Trying to see when Jim and them coming on. Good morning, America. Like I said, was at Jackson State this week. These media outlets have discovered what we have been known all along. I saw rest in peace, Tony Brown, great man. I saw somebody tweet something. It was out of ignorance. They posted something. Well, it's homecoming time. All the people who ain't even spent time on the yard, they going. That's what black HBCUs, a tradition of that everybody come. It's a cultural thing. It's a governance thing. You don't have to went to a HBCU. I wouldn't. So a guy like me shouldn't go because I didn't go. This is about relationship. Whoever these dumbass tweets and posts y'all be putting out there. Do y'all understand what y'all saying? But these media outlets that are discovering what we knew all along. Homecoming at an HBCU is only barely about the people who went to the schools. Howard just had theirs. Everybody I know up there ain't went nowhere anyhow. Especially in the South. It's a governance homecoming. Governance structure is what? Remember, in Africana studies, I learned that they got a social structure, that how they see us. But we have a governance structure, how we see each other. How I see Morris Parsons. How I see Sonia Billingsley. That's why I'm always going to talk glowing facts about Chuck McGowan. Because it's how I see Chuck McGowan. I ain't worried about how nobody else see Chuck McGowan. I ain't mad if Chuck McGowan don't win an Oscar, because the Oscar was not made for us. I want him to win the NAACP Image Award. That's more important to me, because I have reconditioned my brain to know that I feel that award is better. We can't get. I saw somebody with this, I forgot who it was, somebody with a post talking about, now everybody gonna be coming on the yard. Everybody come, people who ain't never even been inside the class, they need to be going to admissions. Happy homecoming to all HBCUs. I saw this shirt, man. I'm trying to find one. I'm trying to look for. I never forget it. A long time ago, they used to have this shirt. I think it used to be on Spike Lee movies. It's in the African colors, the green and the yellow and the red. It's called African American. I bet you that is moving to know. It's called the African American College Alliance, the AACA. And they said I can get there. I'm gonna try to find the sweatshirts. I want the hoodie with that on there. I'm just, y'all, back in the day a little bit, and it seems to be pure when I went on the yards, and there's a lot of crazy stuff going on right there. The world is full of information, right? And the older you get, the less time you spend on campus. The only thing that get me to come back on one of these campuses is relationships. Because it's a young people thing. They out there doing stuff I ain't thinking about doing. But guess what? If I go to TSU homecoming, I know several people there I know gonna be there, and I'm gonna go hang out in their tents. I go to Prairie View homecoming. I know it's certain people they're gonna have Mike them gonna have the SUV on this side. My man, the referee gonna have the on that side. Then some more guys gonna have. They got their little cove in there. I love. Let me tell you something. Thank you, Chuck. I need that, Chuck. Thank you, baby. Man, we just got to appreciate some of this stuff. This Black homecoming stuff is unbelievable. Guess what? We ain't been able to do it for a blast cause what? COVID. But I never forget that you go. I mean, it was just so much fun. Even I wasn't mad about the traffic to get into Prairie View. You know, it's one way in, one way out. Well, I know another way. You know, y'all probably already knew. I know another little way. But we just got to start appreciating our stuff, man. That's all. Hold up. I got some more stuff. Got some more stuff for y'all. Oh, I got to take a quick break. Share the show, man. I ain't even tell nobody to share the show. Share the show. Got something else for y'all when we come back. Let me take a quick break. Man, I don't even know where the commercial is. I'm so far down. Chop Shop, we'll be back in a minute. Okay?
The Cox Pradia Law Firm. Big city, big town, big settlement. Your fight is our fight. Need legal advice? You know who to call. Personal injury, wrongful death, car accidents, premise liability, serious injuries. 1-800-HURT-NOW.
Thank you, Chuck McGowan. Thank you. That is Moody. Make sure you send that link to me. Let me see. Morehouse was this past weekend. Yes, the Morehouse, my friend Eric. He probably ain't back yet. Eric Boone, friend of ours that be on the show. He was at the. I'm gonna show you what I love about this weekend. He was calling me from his homecoming. I was at the Formula One races. And think about this. He was at. Look how this is what I love about it. The juxtaposition of it, right? He is at Morehouse, right? Having a great time at their combine with predominantly people that look like us. I was at the Formula One race. It was 140,000 in there people. I didn't see many people that looked like me. But I still had a good time. People invited me to the table to sit down. I mean, it was kind of cool, man. I mean, I've been to several, but this one was special, a little bit more special to me, and just had friends that are able to come and share it with me. You know what I'm saying? Who have never experienced it before, and I brought them, and it was and they was like. It's a whole nother world that I never knew existed. And that's why I try to share stuff like with y'all on this show. Because some of y'all just like to just stay in the hood. It's okay. It's okay. But some of us like to, to venture out. Some of us like to go do stuff. Some of us like to go do this. And some people like to go travel around the world. So I was just thinking about y'all when you just got me. You made me think about something. Thank you, Olga. I was thinking about something. Just for y'all. I was directed to an article about the making of a local champion. I'm sitting there thinking about Kevin Freitman. He said, I talked about golf so much in a glowing fashion on this show, it prompted him to go try to play golf. Now he's a pretty good golfer. He got his friends, his wife, he got everybody, sons, everybody, and he got his friends into golf because of this platform. Golf should be paying me for that, right? But like I said, I was directed to this article. It's called "The Making of a Local Champion." That in this, yes, go Astro. You see my man back there. Let me give y'all. Remember I said the making of a local champion. Let me give y'all some Astro stuff. Let me give y'all some Astro stuff for y'all. No, this for Dale Greek. What Dale? This for Dale. This for Dale.
Ain't nobody calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, are you still...
That's all she get today. That's all she get. That's all she get. Hold on. Help me.
Dale Junior Trophy, and it goes to the most valuable player in the American League Championship Series. Your ALCS MVP is the rookie Jeremy.
I had to get this because I'm finna give y'all something heavy. I'm finna give y'all something heavy. So I had to give y'all something. And we're going to talk about this. And tell me what's wrong with these Philly fans. Tell me what's wrong with these people. What's wrong with these Philly fans talking about we want Houston? Hold on. And then, y'all know we got to talk about Russell Westbrook at some time. But I had to get Dale. I get to get Dale. Dale, you know Dale, I'm going to get you in there. But Mindy, remember I told you, I want to explore your mind. I want to expand your mind. I want to, always talk about, let's go do something we ain't never did before. Let's go stretch for, let's get a collective. Let's get a collective for TSU. TSU alumni, get your collective. I'm going to keep saying that. So we can help our kids at TSU, all the kids with NILs. But like I said, this article called "The Making of a Local Champion." It has held me intellectually arrested from the time I read it. Marsh Parson, have you ever been intellectually arrested? My mind was just going and going, son. It asserts, this article asserts that a local champion is an individual viewed in high regard, but only in a small area. In their district, in their school, in their state, even in their church. The making of a local champion. This article, it got me. But it had absolutely no significance outside of that. Outside of the district, outside of the school, outside of the state. They have found success without ever feeling stretched, because all of their competition resides in just one region. I'm finna deliver somebody today. So they become satisfied. That's why I tell you to share the show, because I'm never satisfied, because I want people on all the world to listen. and watch this show, with being the best singer in Houston, being the best actress in Memphis, being the best writer in Dallas, being the best preacher in San Antonio. They relish in the accolades of that arena, but they look no farther. This article called The Making of a Local Champion. Being challenged by the mediocrity in any field, y'all, feels like an exercise in futility. But at some point, you would tell the pressure for not pushing yourself to go to a greater extent. Always. You don't just want to be the local champion. I told somebody, I said, you want to be the king of Houston. I want to be the king of the world. It's a big world out here, man. But I got a world view. Thank God I got out of Memphis. When I go back there, I would have been stuck in that rut. But at some point, the applause from the average, if you're not careful, the applause from the average, if you're not careful, will become intoxicating to people who have the potential to be great. You can become stifled of all your support is small-minded. You know how we like to just stay over here in this little corner and let everybody say, oh, I'm big. I'm. A parent, I know I'm finna get somebody, a parent who don't want their kid to go to elite university because of the distance. A spouse, out of insecurity, don't want you to explore other business opportunities. Friends whose experience is frail become frantic if you tell them you're going, you're going and you know where you're going, and then they tell you you're moving too fast. Because their experience is so frail. But your intestinal fortitude can't be lied to. Them people telling you to be patient is putting your possibilities on probation. That's why I tell y'all to think big. Start a collective. A butterfly who stays in a cocoon too long, Robert Young, will eventually die. You have got, ladies and gentlemen, Chop Shop, we has got to get to a point that we realize that in this moment, y'all, we got to spread our wings. Brad Austin. Look what Brad Austin just said. I sent my son to Penn to go to school rather than a close opportunity. It's a long way from home. Listen to me, y'all. We cannot allow people that crawl to intimidate your flight. That's tweetable right there. That's tweetable right there. That's a tweet. We cannot allow people who crawl to be intimidated by your flight. Young kids, I come on here. I was talking about the foreign players and what they're doing, how they're doing this and they're doing this to get better, the foreign basketball players. And I get kicked back. You Chris Walker. All I'm telling y'all is, meanwhile, on the other side of the world, someone who has your commensurate talent, who has your commensurate gift, your commensurate knowledge, is getting coached. They are getting mentored. They are getting tutored. And they are getting supported. Have you ever took a moment to dare yourself to consider where you would actually be if you were actually parented? Can you imagine where you would be if you were have gotten tutoring? Y'all, I'm talking to Robert Hatter too. Talking to myself. Y'all just listening right now. My dad died when I was 12. If they put you in a class that was going to polish your possibilities, you could have sat at the feet of someone who has lettered in the arena that you are drawn to. Can you imagine if you didn't have to suppress your brilliance? If you weren't made to feel ashamed because of your gift? If you were not, in fact, burdened because you were beautiful? How far would you go? I want to suggest to you this afternoon, that being local is antithetical to your assignment. Yes. Because, I hate to go here. I love to go here. I want you to understand something. Mark, I think 15:16, Ed Russell said, go into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature, not just in Houston. He never told you to just go in your immediate neighborhood. He said, go out into the world. Then Matthew, I think 28:19 says, make disciples of all nations. It didn't say of close zip codes. Listen to me, y'all. There has to be a passport in your portfolio. 91%, somebody told me, I need you to hear me on this. They told me 91% of black people do not have a passport. How are we going to get something done if we have a global assignment? What if the chop shop got to go somewhere? What if the chop shop got to go to France to see Victor Wembanyama's son? to go and watch and see how Tony Parker runs his French basketball club. Chop ain't playing, man. Chop ain't playing. They didn't put this show. We ain't doing this. We ain't doing this for nothing. Some method to this. Some method to this. But I want to share something with y'all, man. I saw last night, a couple days ago. Russell Westbrook didn't score a point. She was 0 for 11, something like that. He said, they asked him after the game. He said he played solid. Then, I got to talk. Listen. I got to talk about this. It was, 20-some seconds left. The Lakers up by 1. This man come down off the break. Not off the break. Come down. LeBron in 20-some seconds left, y'all. Can't you run the clock out and have them a bad shot on a... This man went and shot a quick shot. Y'all got to see this, man. Watch.
30 seconds remaining. Westbrook comes down, uncorks a jumper too strong. Rebound to Hart. It's remaining. Westbrook...
I'm sorry. It was 30 seconds remaining. This man come down. Y'all got to watch it because we talk about everybody. My son this, my son. But if he don't understand this right here, watch this.
30 seconds remaining. Westbrook comes down, uncorks a jumper too strong. Rebound to Hart. It's remaining. Westbrook comes down, uncorks a jumper too strong. Rebound.
Did you see what LeBron and Anthony Davis? Y'all look here. Don't look at the play. Just watch LeBron and Anthony Davis. They saying, y'all help me with this. Y'all help me with this. Thank you, James Amaro. James Amaro, you see I just transferred into sports. James Amaro, that's what I gave y'all a minute ago. So I'm still trying to process what I said myself. Let me show y'all about Rush, though. We got to get to sports. We're going to talk some sports. Watch.
30 seconds remaining. Westbrook comes down, uncorks a jumper too strong. Rebound to Hart. 30
I gave y'all a split
remaining.
view. Watch LeBron's reaction at the bottom. Look at both of them saying. Look how LeBron turn around.
30 seconds remaining. Westbrook comes down, uncorks a jumper too strong. Rebound to Hart. 30 seconds remaining. Westbrook comes down, uncorks a jumper.
I mean, what can we do? Do I have another one? Hold up. I might have another one for y'all. Hold up. Let me see. No, I ain't got no more of him. And then they tried to trick LeBron. Right? LeBron, I know behind the scenes you're tearing his head off. I know. But I like what you did here, so I had to give it to you.
LeBron, basketball philosophy-wise, if you're the team with the lead in the final minute, do you support going for the 2-for-1, or can you be, because you already have the lead, be more selective in terms of taking your time with the possession?
I don't know. I feel like this is an interview of trying to set me up to say something. I can tell that you guys are in the whole Russell Westbrook category right now. I don't like to lose. I hate to lose I don't care what happens throughout the course of my season, throughout the course of my career. I hate to lose, and especially the way we had this game. But give credit to Portland. You guys can write about Russ and all the things you guys want to try to talk about Russ, but I'm not up here to do that.
I like that. Y'all look, I'm not talking about Russ because we can't do nothing about him. You know, he's a zillionaire. He does great things in the community. But that's a teaching moment. All you coaches, Corey, I hope you taking this moment to teach our young kids how to play the game. How to play the game of life. That was just saying, forget everything that I'm a Hall of Fame player. What would make you? You can't shoot that good. 30 seconds left, you up by 1. And then Damian Lillard come down and hit a dagger 3 on him. Wait till LeBron James and my man get in there, man. Thank you, Tim Jump. Tim Jump, I was waiting on you to say something. Man, y'all, hey, ladies and gentlemen, when you look at the standings in the Western Conference right now, at 3-0 is the Utah Jazz and the Portland Trail Blazers. Y'all, the Utah Jazz, y'all was supposed to be, the Utah Jazz was supposed to be tanking. Rob Pelinka is the problem. How does anyone think he's good idea to put him? Kevin Frazier. Rob Pelinka is the LeBron okayed that. Bringing him in. Now we want to bring Rob Pelinka? Tim Jumper, y'all help me. Share the show. Y'all help me. At the bottom, you got 4 teams that's 0-3. The Lakers 0-3, the Kings 0-3, the Thunder, the Rockets 0-3. Two teams that we thought would be in full tank mode are 5-1. I thought they was tanking for Wembanyama. Then I got to talk about Doc. What's wrong with Doc? What's wrong with Philly? They 0-3. They're winless. I learned something about Christian Woods yesterday. Did y'all listen to me, y'all? Hey, please tell your son this if he's somebody. Please tell your son this anyway. Christian Woods, somebody told me, I didn't know this. I ain't never heard from nobody with the Rockets. They told me this man is the worst person for being on time than anybody in the league. I see why his career took a long time to take off. Kerry Holmes. How in the hell you late for basketball practice? Kerry Holmes, I ain't never was late for basketball practice. I ain't never late for no practice. Man, I used to like to be there too much. I don't know what's going on in this NBA, man. I just don't know, man. I'm serious. I'm sitting up here thinking about something. What is going on? This man is late all the time. And guess what? The Dallas Mavericks, the reason I found out the Dallas Mavericks had made a statement that he been early. He been on time the whole year. Got another subject I want to share. I need you. Where my basketball people? Tim Jumper, you there? I need you. Now, this is weird for me. Brooklyn at Memphis tonight. Go. This is weird for me. Y'all got to help me out. Y'all help me out. Y'all help me out. Jeannie Bush, y'all talking about who's to blame. He played a long time. Y'all, let me show this play one more time. 30 seconds left. You up by 1, you got the ball. Coaches, forget everything else. Teach your babies not to do this. Watch this.
30 seconds remaining. Westbrook comes down and corks a jumper too strong. Rebound to Hart. Seconds remaining. Westbrook comes down and corks a jumper too strong. Rebound to Hart. 30 seconds.
I'm waiting on one person to put up on that screen and tell me why that man shot that shot. But I got something a little serious I want to share with y'all about this basketball, this game I love. And I want you to understand something. Check this out. Tim Jumper, you help me with this. Please, Tim, I hope you're still there. If you're there, let me know. But it's weird for me. When guys don't play for a significant amount of time, there is this itch to get back on the floor. Where are my players who play? What, Tim Jumper, who else played? You know, when you don't play basketball for a significant amount of time, Tim Jumper, wasn't there's an itch that when you didn't play for a while, you couldn't wait to get back on the floor? Hey, man, them tablet stuff is real, man. Them people ain't taking their medicine, man. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, man. I thought that was a kidding. Absolutely right. Think about this, Tim. There's a look in their eyes and there's a passion about the game when a guy come back. Corey, you'd have been out. You'd have been out from the game. Marissa, when your son was hurt, thank you, Marissa. When your son got hurt, what did you see in him when he came back? Was he glad to be back? He had an itch to get back? Tanya, what's up? Did he get back? Was there a look in his eye? Was it a passion about the game? And I'm doing this for a reason. I'm taking y'all somewhere with this. It's almost like you approach it as if you almost had the game taken away from you. Lance McCullers, last night on the TV, he said, man, and Justin Verlander. Justin Verlander, he was hurt for 2 years. He said, man, I didn't know what to do. I had the game taken away from me. I watched Zion Williamson when he got back that first game. He wasn't doing nothing but smiling. Just glad to be here. All that he'd been talking about and his opportunity was this to get back on the floor. I'm going somewhere with this. John Wall, the other day, you could tell John Wall was excited about playing again. Kawhi Leonard, y'all, the stoic, don't say nothing, Clyde. He was even excited to be back. And y'all know he don't say nothing. He don't show no emotions. To watch all of these guys that has been out for a while, for over a year plus, 533 days, Tanya, for Zion. And then you watch Ben Simmons and him play in the same game. Tim Jumper, Marissa, it raised my antennas. Big time. And it's not what I saw. It's what I didn't see. I didn't see that joy from Ben Simmons that I saw from Zion. They played each other. The Nets played it. I taped the game and I went back and watched it again. Ben Simmons has been out for 522 days. Tim Jumper. He been 522 days removed from playing. Last time he played, I think, his timeline and Zion's timeline were almost identical. Zion, 532 days out, 533 days out. Ben, 522 days since they last played their last game. Think of the last time Ben Simmons was on the floor. It was the elimination game where he didn't take that shot, passed it to that boy, and it Matisse Thybulle, and they lost the game. So what would you expect to see, Tim Jumper, 522 days later? Is a young man that's itching to get back the floor to make his presence feel. To me. Listen to me, y'all. This is not about stats. It's about impact. It was about the motions or the lack thereof I saw. It's different, man. Anytime you've been taken away from something that you love and are passionate about, when you get it back, it just hits you a little different. Somebody just said something, and you're absolutely right. A lot of these guys don't like to play basketball, man. It's a job. And you can tell. Tim, when we used to play, Tim, we wasn't getting paid to play, and we was going at it like, it's still a game. They just get paid a lot of money. It's still a game. Do me a favor, if you ever have a chance, I've seen a lot of kids play like this. Do me a favor and go watch Shadow Creek play. And I just want y'all to look at Michael Collins and just watch. This little boy play like this gonna be the last game he ever played. Every game. I watched John Wall. I watched Zion. I watched Kawhi Leonard. Then I watched Ben Simmons. It was almost two completely different ends of the spectrum. Does Ben Simmons just need a hug? This is why I always tell y'all it's bigger than basketball. This is the part of the social media part I hate. Talking about Ben Simmons right now, Jim. I just didn't see him being happy to be back to play basketball. Because it does something to people. Social media. Good and bad. Zion has come out and spoken about it openly. About how it hurt him, how he wasn't okay because people were talking about him because he kept getting hurt, talking about how fat he was, and talk about it. You know how I always, you had jokes on, people had jokes on here, people tweeting about him. That kid said he was hurt. Social media. About how much, he said he wasn't okay. When every time he said you open up to me, some people calling your names, people calling you this, and people calling you that. Do you think? And this why I'm trying to help Ben Simmons. I think Ben Simmons is no different. Listen to me, y'all, and I know y'all think this. Money and fame does not cure all. I'm gonna repeat that. money and fame. I've been on the phone with some people who got and been in places with people who got all the money and they got problems too. It don't cure all. When you start talking about depression and anxiety and mental illness, Jimmy, all of these, man, it don't discriminate. Tony Brown, nice referee, great man, one of the best referees I've ever been around. Cancer don't discriminate. Depression, anxiety doesn't discriminate, ladies and gentlemen. It's disturbing to me when it looks like the joy of the game has been taken away from somebody. Well, for whatever reason, the rationale it might be, Jimmy, everybody said they want to, when they say they want to make it in the NBA. That's their dream. You go in any gym, you're going to ask every kid, I want to make it to the NBA. That's my dream. But you know what? You don't think at the time when you're saying that, Jimmy, is that you have to show up. People thinking all you got to do is show up and play, and that's it with the NBA. Jimmy, you've been down there with some people down there going to have a rude awakening. You was down there this weekend. People just think you got to show up and play. From the moment you were a child, all of these guys will think about, man, I want to go to NBA. I want to make a lot of money. I want to take care of my mama. I want to be famous. That's what y'all think this is? What you don't know is all that comes with it about being a professional athlete. Tim Jumper, I'm glad you're on here. I know you can tell them that you had no idea about at the particular time when you were growing up. We've been telling y'all on this Chop Shop for 6 years. Do you think at any point in Ben Simmons in high school, his college year, when he was over in Australia, he said, Jimmy, that I would think that going to number one, pick in the draft, be in the league, 3 years from now, I'm going to have all the money in the world, and I'm not going to have fun playing this game. Did y'all think he was thinking about that in Australia? That Twitter, y'all, is a shredder. Jimmy, I know you say sometimes you be dark on it. I don't even read some of this stuff, man. It's easier said than done, though. It's easier said than done. But what's up, man? I just wanted to share that with you. I don't think it's a new. You
haven't come out with the picks. What's C-Walk at? What's C-Walk?
I don't know where he at.
Oh, you got your lid? Oh, that ain't the right. I like the number. I like a jersey number. You got the right number.
Hey, you know who number that is?
You got the right jersey number. I give you a plus with that. Hey, man.
Hey, Jim.
Let me tell you something. I said it best about 4 months ago when I said to you guys, you can't talk baseball with everybody. Just like you can't talk basketball with everybody.
You can't talk baseball with me.
You see what I'm saying? So now, a lot of the stuff with these Astros, all they need is an incentive. And I really hate this Philly team because they ain't played them but 3 times out in the last freaking 5 years. You know? And so we ain't had a chance. We don't really hate them yet. But I know we did whoop their ass 10-0. We beat them 2 out of the last 3 a month ago. Played them in the last homestand, which in that last homestand, the Astros, the starters had a lot of days off and a lot of rest time. We still won 2 out of 3 against the Phillies, right? 3-2 the last game, 10-0 the game before that. We lost the first one like 3-0. But I'm gonna tell you something. If you still have not got a chance to just watch the Astros play, how about just go and just Google the post-game locker room celebration or just on the field, and you could tell how closely knit these guys are. What you got?
I got one question for you. What do you mean by you can't talk baseball with everybody? Tell me what happened. Give me a for instance. Just give me a for instance.
What you mean by that is just like the same
scenario. Like I can't talk with Mindy because she don't know what the hell she be talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
It's just like how some guys feel you can't talk football with everybody.
Right.
How
right.
some people feel you can't
can
talk
talk
basketball with everybody.
Okay.
Well, you certainly can't talk baseball.
So just
with
give me a, for
everybody.
instance, give me a one just said, Robert, when the dude said this, if you're a baseball guy and a guy
If a
said this,
guy-
you know
just
not
say,
talking.
for example, before you even just say a baseball conversation is just beginning to spark, and the person immediately just, man, that stuff lasts too long, man. I don't like that. And I'm like, man, okay, that's a red flag. A person that comes out and you don't even really know where they even grew up, and they say, well, man, that stuff lasts too long. Them games last too long. Red flag. Run.
Why is a red
person.
flag?
Because baseball has inserted rules in basically a shot clock.
But people don't
This
know
one
that
comes
though.
into play.
Everybody, the casual observer. So you shouldn't speak baseball with the shouldn't you try to teach the person?
If
I
a
don't
person
be like
comes out and
Uh-huh.
saying it's too long, that means they've already made a conclusion. So you can't talk baseball with that person right there. If a person comes out and say, man, all they do is this, that, and the outfield, they don't have no condition, and that means they don't really
they ain't
understand.
got no. Yeah, come on.
You don't really understand.
Okay, all right, okay.
Because guess what? What does the kicker do in football?
Kick nothing. He don't practice.
So who has to be in better shape? The right fielder in baseball or the kicker in football?
The kicker. I mean the right field because he got
Right
to cover
fielder.
some ground. The kick.
If Aaron Judge, they lucky the games are that close because he made about two plays.
If he didn't catch that, but right.
If he wasn't 6'7", 6'6", whatever, he wouldn't have made a 5'10", 5'11", would have made them catches.
No, but he would have been faster.
Mookie
would have caught them things. You
That's the
understand
would
me?
help him getting burnt that last game, right? He got that last one that he caught. He would have got burnt. But man,
I got
hey,
you.
man.
So I can't talk
man.
baseball with Mindy. I'm glad, but keep going. What else you got?
Let me tell you something.
Uh-huh.
I honestly wasn't even thinking about a sweep at all. I really didn't want a sweep until Philly won. I was rooting for San Diego to win. I wanted to stretch on out so that.
You like more games. You like games.
Well, it's now. See, the World Series is a little bit different, Hatter, because
they stretch it out.
It's Friday. The day is set.
Mm-hmm.
It don't start the Friday. No matter when this series finished, it was going to start Friday. Well, here's the deal. Well, once Philly won, then that means Philly was going to get more rest in our city if they wanted to be. While we going back and forth with the Yankees. They've been sitting in Houston. While we in New York playing. They've been in Houston.
They coming to Houston today.
I'm just telling you, they would have been in Houston while we waiting to play in New York. I don't like the sound of that. Them dudes in our city, playing, walking through our stadium, right? And you know, at Minute Maid Park, they have each of the away games. They've had like a what they call it, a party for the fans to watch it on the big giant screens in Minute Maid Park. So that means they could have been in there. No. So now we both get the same amount of rest days. We both get and that means we meaning the Astros and the Phillies. Right now, Dusty Baker, man, when you hear those guys, I hear Verlander talk about Dusty. I hear Altuve talk about Dusty. Say, man, and you see Dusty, the joy, and just unscripted. You can't help but root for Dusty. Hey, man, Dusty deserved this, man. You know, guess what? And
I want him to win, Jimmy, because he done got there before. I want him to win.
He deserved
to win
platform and the route that he got there. Remember now, ain't but two teams in history had swept the first two rounds of the playoffs.
That's right.
Ain't but two in history. Who? Astros are the third. Swept.
Who was the other two teams? Don't worry about it.
Oh, shoot. I can't. I know I can spit one off. I can't spit the other one off. But I got to think on let me soak it in. Okay. Now, but these dudes, remember, I just said a while ago, Astros finished the regular season at home against the Philadelphia Phillies. That was the only time they had played in like 4 or 5 years. Astros won 2 or 3. Lost the first one, won the last 2. So you take those 2 wins, Combine it with winning three straight in Seattle, then come and win 4 straight with the Yankees. Astros has won 9 straight games. 9 straight games. Understand something. Our top 2 players were relatively in a huge slump for the most part of this series right here. One being for the whole playoffs, that's Altuve.
Who's the other?
Alvarez was in a slump.
Oh, well, they said Alvarez wasn't going to beat us. They said that. They weren't going to let Alvarez beat him.
And guess what? They must have forgot that this dude Bregman was an MVP finalist just a couple of years ago. They must have forgot that Yuli Gurriel led the entire Major League Baseball in batting average one season ago.
Kind of like him.
You don't fall off that fast, Howard. In baseball, you don't fall off that fast. If as a hitter, you can get in a slump, but you don't fall off that fast. He hadn't fell off. We would rather Yuli Gurriel be hitting clutch like he's doing right now than to do it in the regular season and go into a funk right now. Hey, man, what can you say about this bullpen? I told you guys, I've set the stage. I say, man, you look at the numbers. These dudes had one of the top ERAs in baseball. Then we, at the end of the regular season.
Sick. You made me sick bragging about that one time. Man, they got scoreless innings. And what the? It matters now. Now I want them. Like, hold up. Hey, Lance McCullers down there pissed me off.
You know what? Lance bounced. The offense came with them 5 runs and saved the L for Lance. Saved the L for Lance.
Yeah.
Man, think about it. We had 3 guys. One starter hadn't even pitched yet, Hatter.
Who that?
Your kid, Urquhart. Your kid.
Oh, okay. Start with you. Yeah. Yeah.
He hadn't even pitched yet. We got a starter. Dude pitched 20 games this season for the Astros. He hadn't even pitched yet. Dude, think about how deep our bullpen is. We got a dude that's a starter that was a fixture in our offense.
He ain't pitched yet?
He hadn't pitched yet.
So he ready to roll. I know who's going to be the first. Hey, I know who's going to be game 1 pitcher. I don't care what you say. I know who's going to be game 1 pitcher. Mr. Ford himself.
Hey,
the V-man.
He say, my wife got them Clydesdales, and we ride them around on the. By damn, they went and bought me a Ford truck.
Man, I love that Justin Verlander, man.
Damn, they just go buy one of them Ford.
Man, I love that, man. But, man, this team is, man, you know what, though? I'm so glad. See, my problem was I just wanted to go against you and Mindy. I wasn't going to never go against the V-man, Justin Verlander, and Dusty. But you and Mindy, Sonya, I just wanted to strangle both of them. But come on, keep on talking to me.
Hey, man. And you're thinking about this dude. Let me tell you something. I'm back on Dusty. I was watching the game, and I got to listen to the game. Because we went in Edo. Me and Sandra went to Edo and watched the game at a place called Pitch 25.
Oh, they got another place over there now?
Pitch 25. Oh, it's a nice place to watch the game. Perfect ambiance to watch the ball. You know, because half of it is indoors, half of it has the outdoors with the little roof, which is uncovered. You know, so I mean, you get the elements. It ain't too cold in one part, ain't too hot in the other part. And big old screen on the wall that they got the game. Ambiance. We sitting right there. And so last night, when they got behind, right before the inning when they made the run and the Astros ran that lead down, Sanders was like, you know what? Let's go on to the house because these Astros gonna make me mad, mess my whole Monday off, and my mode gonna be off. I said, sure, let's go on home. We go home in a half inning. So we don't miss but 3 outs. We at home. We in the car at home in 3 outs. And I'm getting there. And so I get to listen to the game now as opposed, more.
Yeah.
I like
listening to the game on radio, in the radio.
Especially games like this when you have people broadcasting the game that aren't part of the regular crew. So you get to hear what's really in their heart. And, man, I could tell.
Bob Costas, I can't stand his ass.
Well, he doesn't do in this series. Bob,
I'm just telling you, but I don't like him. But keep going.
Bob and I think A-Rod and all them were doing the national.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the announcers last night when Dusty Baker had decided They brought the first reliever in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
He did well.
Mm-hmm.
They decided to come on and bring the big fella in. His name started with an A. Brought him in, and they would question. They would pile on Dusty Baker. I would have left the other guy in. He did well that last inning.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you know what? Hope they don't come back. And I'm like, my man, okay, you wasn't all series. Boom. For the Yankees have been making boneheaded ass decisions. Do you realize he changed his lineup every single game he played against the Astros? It was never the same lineup. So that means for you to be changing, you done played all these games. You've had one of the best records in the league before the All-Star break. You and the Dodgers. You've been grooving all along. Then all of a sudden now, you get to the Astros, and now you got to change up your lineup every day. You're reaching. That's what I call reaching. You're looking for the perfect beat. And all we did was open up them cans of whoopers on them dudes out. I'm talking about, man, everything that this dude Boone, and then it comes out. See, remember, that's what I'm getting to. Dusty Baker is a lame duck coach. He's not extended. Well, so is Boone. Dusty done been to what? A couple of World Series now, back to back. Since taking over, or in 2000 from the team after the turmoil with the sign still in scandal. Well, Boone done been there, and it's been 5 straight seasons. He ain't even made it to the finals of the American League. So I'm telling you, people's like, well, man, Dusty ain't won nothing. They don't need to be. Why should they re-sign him? Or if that's the case, give me your energy toward Boone over in New York Yankees. Do he deserve his damn job?
Somebody said he just got that. As Moody said, he just got a 3-year extension. Boone did. That is Moody said this.
So if he got it, when did he get it? That is Moody.
Yeah,
put the link
that is.
on there.
Yeah,
and
it might be.
The option must be in because they're contemplating on whether to bring him back or not. They must have a team option this year. Maybe.
So Jimmy, you was telling me that Crane got a dude that he want anyway.
Normally that happens when you come in as an owner. Hal. It's like an athletic director. You got a guy in waiting that you want to put there.
Well, he had Hinch.
No, but they had to get rid of Hinch because of the stuff. He was a scapegoat. Remember.
So you think he been courting on the side then? Because he had Dusty since Hinch.
Everybody have one.
So he been courting. Okay.
When you go into a new position, your whole objective is to bring people that you know into that position. He has a person.
Yeah. That makes sense.
That person done have their life on hold. Think about this for 2 damn years since the COVID.
I don't. You think he been wanting to get rid of Dusty for?
Yes. Yeah. And he ain't.
So we wouldn't have went to the finals these last. Well, I guess
that's
he said.
The whole thing, though. That don't mean it's what he ain't the first owner to have a coach who you really, really ain't inviting to your Christmas party, or you ain't inviting to your house to play dominoes or something with. This ain't the first owner. It's business. Trust me. It's business. So this situation now with Dusty Baker, here's what I'm thinking at the least case scenario. The Astros, even if Dusty isn't, he's the oldest coach in the league. Even if he isn't fit physically, health-wise. Let's say the worst, we're not preaching it, talking to existence. Let's say if Dusty was not able to coach, then you still sign him to a position. That way now he'll have a lifetime position with the Astros.
Well, the man might not like him like that. The players might like him, but Jim might not like him.
Guess what? It happened with Nike. They had bosses in basketball that didn't like George Raveling. No, they did. They signed him to a lifetime position to basically let him stay away from Oregon.
Somebody liked him.
I understand that. What there's somebody up top, but within the basketball umbrella.
Yeah. Somebody had to like George though. But in this case, Jim Crane is the man. He just said, "Look, if I want somebody to hang around with me, you might not just want Dusty to hang with him. Him and Dusty don't look like they can go to Phil and Derek's. I'm not Vic and Anthony. I don't see him and Dusty down there at Vic and Anthony's just smoking up a cigar and in the corner of a cigar bar got a steak. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. See, that's what you was talking about. If you're talking about bringing him back at some other position.
What I mean, I'm just saying, at least.
I mean, it makes sense.
You give him an opportunity to come back, and that way it could be his swan song. The core of this team is not getting worse. Don't forget, I just named the pitching staff. That stable is in great condition. Hunter Brown, remember, he's been thrust into the fire
He's a rookie.
as a rookie. On the mound against the Yankees, the most intimidating stadium to play in of all of Major League Baseball.
And they smacked his little ass around.
He got saved by the ball. They smacked him around. Yeah, they grabbed him. You know what Dusty did? Guess what Dusty did?
Yanked his little ass.
Yanked his ass out of there and put another dude in there who saved the day and no run scored.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying. Those decisions.
Yeah, okay. I got you.
And Dusty making a decision after decision after decision.
So I don't want Dusty put me in a position to win. But I don't want Dusty no more. I want my friend to be the coach.
You didn't want him in the first place. Dusty Baker.
He was a lame duck. He was
Eddie Murphy. He was Eddie Murphy on trading
places. Because I promise you, I said this, Jimmy. I started to text this to you, but I didn't. Because I didn't want it to be in print. But I'm going to put it, it's going to be in voice print. Jim Crane got some of that Mortimer vibe in him to me, and Donald Sterling vibe in him. I'm just telling you, Jimmy, he got a little that vibe from me. He got a little in there. But keep going. I like that. Keep going.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And what I'm trying to do is to get a lot of you guys motivated to engulf in the conversation with when you talking baseball. Somebody want to talk baseball? Okay, let's talk. Let's start off with Dusty Baker. What do you think? Why do you think? Would you agree that he should be re-signed right now? Now that's going to dictate whether you even want to talk baseball with that person again. Just start right. Matter of fact, I understand that. Let's put that to the side. Let's talk Dusty Baker. See, that's what I'm trying to motivate you guys. Every baseball conversation right now that's dealing with Major League Baseball, let's talk about Dusty Baker first and his contract.
See, my problem is, Jimmy, the reason I just go off, I'm telling you, I don't study managers and ownership in baseball enough for me to make an educated guess. I'm just using I'm just using common sense right now. I'm not doing no when I'm talking like this, I'm just saying what would make him not. I just don't understand what would make him not. I'd rather have the guy that I want than the guy that's having me win. I don't understand that. And maybe the dynamic, like I said, of owner and baseball manager is something, like I said, I ain't studied it enough. How many teams in baseball? How many teams in baseball? See, I don't even know how many teams in baseball.
30, I'll say 30, 32.
Okay. So I don't know. I ain't studied that. Mindy probably know because she done forgot more basketball than I'm going to ever know. But it's a unique dynamic, and I don't see it talked about in the national media. They talk about it in the local media, but I don't see them talk about it in the national media.
Why you think that?
I don't know. That's what's bothering me. That's what it bothers me. I look up Dusty Baker's name, right? I put his name in social media. I don't hear nobody saying nothing about it.
That's what I'm trying to motivate. Exactly. Nobody's daring to say anything about it as though Jim Crane is some long-time owner who everybody just admired and respected, and he's won banners and have him sitting there. His name is Jim Crane, not Jim Steinbrenner.
And Steinbrenner's son is running that thing. I know he running that program into the ground up there. Because the other man used to pay. This boy trying to keep that bread.
But guess what? They got to double down now because this dude.
They finna offer him their money.
Astros did. The Astros in twofold. Remember now, Aaron Judge is a free agent. Aaron Judge has offers. You know, they got tampering stuff, but reportedly he has a market value that's already set, right? That's a market to kill down. No, I'm not. I ain't stressed out about basketball. We'll talk about some hoops in just a second. I just want to, but
hey, Jimmy, and he was sitting with Ted Cruz at the game, so that ought to tell your ass right there. Ted Cruz had his dust ass at the game.
We know that.
Okay. Oh yeah, we know that. Keep going.
Come on. We
but Jimmy, I wouldn't sit with him at the game.
We all know what side of the fence he on. That's why some people it don't matter.
Okay.
It's like Mattress Mac just made a commercial. Everybody know he talking with the person that's running for office. Normally you'll speak and you'll do a voiceover. He's holding the doggone commercial, letting you know what side of the fence he's on when it comes to the district attorney of the city of Houston. And guess what? That don't matter to you enough because you'll still go. If it matters, that would be the straw that broke the back. If not, you're going to keep on supporting. That's why I tell people it's selective when it comes to politics. But back to these doggone Astros. Man, my thing is I'm talking about, and thank you, Thaddeus Moody and Corey Henderson. Yes, Boone, the manager for the Yankees, was signed a 3-year deal, an extension this past October, 1 year ago. So now the talks is since they got to bring the money up and ante up for Aaron Judge, they have to go and they're thinking about whether or not to buy him out. So what it's probably going to sound like and what that smells like is this. Let me cipher that for you guys. If Aaron Judge says, I'll come back and I sign with y'all, Yankees, I wear these pinstripes, but you got to give me a new boss in there. Guess what's going to happen to Boone? Boone ass going to be gone like one of them turkeys. And it's almost that month too. It's plain and simple. If Aaron Judge say, you know what, I like Boone, even though I've been here with him, we ain't bust a grape. We done took Houston's best players. Took that, supposedly their best player.
Garrett Cole.
Took him, and these dudes still beat us. They beat him. Garrett Cole.
Beat.
And I mean, we don't know what to do against these dudes just beat us in this series. You understand something? What makes it demoralizing? We've owned the Yankees all year long. Hell, look up how many times the Astros played the Yankees this year. I want to get the exact number. I don't know. I know I might can tell you it's about 13 times. I need the exact number of how many times this year the Astros played the Yankees this season. To put this stuff in perspective so you guys can understand what we have done to this team and how many times our pitchers have faced their batters and vice versa. And we still reigned supreme and it wasn't even close. Where I come from, that's called a skunk. If you guys have played dominoes, you know, you lose. If they score 75 before you get on the board, skunk. If the person scores 150 before you get to 75, skunk. And if you gambling, what does skunk do to the wager? Huh? Whatever you're betting, skunk pay double. So the Astros done doubled up on the money on Seattle.
They don't tell us.
And on the Yankees. Dusty Baker had another decision he made, which he made a bunch of them. Think what he did. We have such a luxury at depth. the Astros, we took our starting back catcher and gave him the day off in the middle of the damn playoffs. So you can rest Maldonado in game 3. We bring the other fella in, and he shows up down the clutch. That type of decision can come back and bite you in the butt, and people waiting to just get on you. But no, everything that he does, he makes a decision to put Alvarez in left field after people tried to make him believe and make all us believe that Alvarez was just too slow. He lazy. All he is.
Oh, so that's why he was calling him a Golden Glove. He was being tongue in cheek when he said, "My man Alvarez, he's a Golden Glove out there." Okay, I was wondering why. See, man, I didn't know, man.
We had been searching all season for the perfect beat, and Alvarez.
Because my man used to be over there,
Bradley.
Yes,
we've been searching for this thing. So Alvarez wasn't even in the equation because they had him DHing most of the season. Then you start realizing, wait a minute, Alvarez showed you know how to have practice, probably showed and shagged a few balls, and I can move. Man, guess what? We'll take our chances. Just like New York Yankees try to take their chances with Giancarlo Stanton in his ass in left field. They tried to take a chance, and guess what he did? He changed that shit right back up in game 4.
I like Stanton, though. I like Stanton. I like him.
I like Stanton, too. But, man,
hey, man. But he on vacation. He on vacation.
I got some more. I got numbers for you tomorrow. Some stats. I mean, it's just, dude, this is remarkable. And all serious, and not like I'm not serious before. This is Black history again. Got a Black manager in Major League Baseball in the World Series coaching again.
That ain't Black history if it happened already.
You know what I mean? It's Black History, like Black History Month. It's reprising itself. Oh. It's coming again.
Okay.
We just did it last year.
Yeah.
And here goes Dusty. Guess what? You think Dusty just all of a sudden, the way he thinks, a guy like him gets older, they get more smarter. This dude here been the same. He has that uncle type feel for him with those guys in the locker room. And I was reading up on him, and Dusty is one of those guys that of course, the COVID prevented him from doing so. I listened to an interview with him recently. But he's one of those coach managers that he strives on knowing the names. He knows how many kids in his whole program, how many that each player has. He knows the names of those kids. He knows the names of all their wives. He can cite it off the top of his head. He knows but he hasn't met everybody's kid because remember, Dusty had been a recipient.
Why he wear the glove? Why he wear these gloves?
Because COVID. Remember, he got COVID this year to sit out a couple of games.
Right.
And speaking of sitting out, our third base coach.
Nasty ass hands. That's his problem.
No, he keeping the gloves. Now he used to wear the mask all the time. He just started shedding that out. Mm-hmm. Now think about it. We was without our third base coach, who's very important. Pettit.
Yeah, my man. What's his name? Pettit.
Pettit.
Yes. Yeah, that's Dusty boy.
In Houston. He's sick.
Oh, he wasn't up there?
No.
Oh, man, I like him. He cool.
Well, I don't know if he's up there for the first game, but he wasn't up there for this last game, game 4. I'm saying, think about all the elements. So now what do we do? Does Bradley buy in and mend fences with whoever the hell pissed him off? You know, in regard to the theory about his shoulder. Remember, he had to have remember, he went to get a second opinion. That means for you to go get a second opinion, that means indirectly you don't respect the first opinion. So that means already a riff. I ain't talking to you right now.
Jimmy, hey, right now that's normal business procedure now. Because a team physician, it got is in the team's interest. You got to have your. I mean, that's not really a rip. I mean, if they want to take it personal. But you better get man, these boys making too much money, man. You got to get second opinion. Second opinion is good.
Yeah.
That man said you ain't educating nobody but me. Yeah, he educated me, man. Yeah,
say, man,
Rock Nass.
That is Moody. You know what? I bring the toothpick tomorrow. I got a special colored one. So I ain't want the regular toothpick. I got me a colored one.
Hey, Rock Nass, I just want to know, are you going to be in your same spot for the homecoming? You're going to be in your same spot. I ain't going to tell nobody where it is. But if you're going to be in the same spot, I'm coming looking for you. I'm coming looking for you.
Now, what he meant when he say so do other managers, Jimmy? I forgot what he was.
He was talking about. I think you and him was disagreeing with the manager, Joe. He said he forced to put him. I don't know. He be too late. He said, let me go back to what he said. He said nothing gonna happen. Okay, then he said, hey, Jimmy, you must enjoy Jimmy, just enjoy the ride, homeboy. He said, just enjoy the ride.
We've been enjoying that ride for 5-6 years. What you mean?
This is like somebody else. What team you like? Hold up, I'm trying to see. He said, boy, stop. Do you know who the other catcher is and what team he came from? I don't know what other catcher you talking about.
Boston Red Sox, man.
Okay. Yeah, we picked him up when they played against them.
Hey, Rock Nash. You first of all, remember, you can't talk baseball with everybody. Rock Nash, I got experience in this subject right here. So I can talk a little baseball. Come on now.
Yeah.
Now I'm just now seeing the comments, and he's saying that he was forced to put him out there for the use of DH. He's horrible. I don't know if he's what comment.
He talking about Alvarez is horrible.
He can't be. He must be talking about
Stanton.
He has to be talking about Stanton. Has to be. Because Alvarez has been playing the outfield regularly in left field. Alvarez, remember, Alex, look this up. Google up MLB left fielder strongest arm in baseball. And watch what happened, probably, what it pulls up. 2022. That way to cut through all the old days. Right now, the metrics. Alvarez, according to the metrics, the analytics, has the
that don't mean it. What that mean?
That means if he get that ball and your ass getting close to third base, that third base coach ain't fit to wheel you home. He gonna put the brakes on you. You're gonna get, and that see, understand something, Howard. When you see a lot of those managers have those watches in their hands and stuff.
They sell Acuna.
No. Acuna's center fielder.
Oh, you said left field?
Left fielder.
Oh, okay, man. I ain't going with that. Okay.
Yeah, left field. Add left field in there. And watch the strong arm 2022. So Alvarez, we found our left fielder. And think about it. Alvarez ain't as sloppy. It looked like he probably lost a little weight during the season. He used to look thicker than that. He all right for left field. Now we got Tucker. See, here's what you do, Howard. When Brantley comes back, if we can persuade Brantley, because we don't really need him. I just want him. It's another brother. But then we move Tucker to center field. Put Brantley in right field.
Now we just ask Mindy. She know it all. I'm talking about Google. Rock Nash telling me he'll run on his arm. Man, I talking about he'll run on his arm. You ain't running nowhere. Your son might run on his arm.
No, see, hold on. No. That becoming Rock Nash was to Alvarez. Alvarez is not horrible. Horrible was Stanton in left field. That was horrible. Alvarez ain't horrible.
See, I don't watch enough game.
Alvarez not horrible. Alvarez know what he can and can't get to. And he's gonna play, and his arm is gonna make up for it. I've seen him make one blunder. He could have caught one last series that went to the gate, and he got burnt one time. Made up for it with the stick. No.
Fine.
No. Come on.
Man. Now what else you had? What else you had? He said that's what he meant. I don't know what he meant. He said that's what he meant.
Okay, good.
I guess y'all agree.
Okay. He say, I'll run on his arm, look up the accuracy. Okay. You run on his arm, look up the accuracy. Man, stop. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself. You can't talk baseball with everybody. And I ain't even for the start today. I'm just going to sip on you, okay?
Mindy ain't answering no questions for me.
Every day.
What's the use of having you, Mindy? You ain't answering. Come on, she said she sent the results.
Okay.
Lori
there we go.
already know who won.
What Chris must have know he lost. Because
No, he was supposed to come on. Something must have happened. Because he didn't talk. He didn't call me right before the show. Ain't no telling.
you know what happened. You know what happened.
Nah.
They doing a whole lot of sweeping up there. And Alan, they really didn't want to play that game. Them Yankees did. They really didn't want to play that game yesterday. They want that thing to get postponed so that Cole and everybody, all the other pitching staff, can get another day's of rest. They did not want to play that game. You hear me? It's drizzling out there. They trying to get the game canceled. Drizzling.
Hey, Brock Nash is just trying to mess with you. I see what he doing. Hey man, ain't nobody finna listen to you. Hey, Jimmy, where you want to go into the picks? Or you had something to talk about?
Let's go to picks. Let's get
Okay.
it. Where's Lori sent the picks?
Lori ready. Lori got him. Lori got us.
NFL, guys, this is where it gets fun from this past week. I don't even have no idea how I did, Adam. What week is that? 7?
Man, I don't keep up with that mess y'all be doing.
I think it's week 7.
Y'all been cheating on me. So
here we go. First game was Arizona and New Orleans. Arizona won 42-34. Three.
Did you have the odds? I ain't got
all three of us picked Arizona, so it's a wash, and we did cover with that one.
We won? Okay.
Yeah.
One for each one of us. Okay.
Next up, Atlanta.
And the Bengals.
Lost to the Bengals 35-17. Atlanta had 6 punts in that game.
Uh-huh.
And I took the Dirty Birds.
Me too.
Me and you lost that one.
So Chris won that one?
Chris Walker won that one.
Okay.
Next up,
follow you.
We had the Cowboys 24-6 over Detroit. And the line gave up
covered
7. So the Cowboys scores twice late to cover in that game. So we both
What?
I thought Chris went against them.
No.
Oh, that was last week.
Yeah.
He went against them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got that one right. Okay, let's see. We almost there. Tennessee, 19-10 over the Colts. Tennessee gave up 2 punts. I took Tennessee. All 3 of us took Tennessee.
Okay. Tennessee won.
Next up, Green Bay.
Wait a minute. Tennessee won?
Tennessee won.
Oh, okay. So everybody get one on that one. Okay.
Next up, Green Bay loses to Washington 21-23.
All of us had Green Bay.
All of us had Green Bay.
So that ain't nothing.
Next up, Carolina. How about that? 21-3 over Tampa Bay. And I took that 11 points. I told you guys, anytime that line is 9 or over, I'm taking it. And I took Carolina. And Chris Walker took Carolina. Harold, you took that man that you might drop some of his names from what you call him. You took that. He's officially struggling right now.
Man, go back, Tom. Go back and get your wife and them back, man.
No, she gone. She gone.
He get a
bodyguard undefeated, coach.
Okay.
Hey, next up, we got the New York Giants, 23-17 over Jacksonville. I took the Giants.
I took the Giants too. I took the Giants.
You took the Giants. Chris Walker took he took Jacksonville.
Yeah. Okay.
So we grooving. Okay. Baltimore and Cleveland. Baltimore wins 23-20, and Baltimore gave up 6. Chris Walker is the only one that took Cleveland.
Yeah,
me and you took Baltimore.
So me and you took.
We got hit on that.
Okay.
The New York Jets, man, they rolling. 16-9 over Denver.
16. See, I didn't even see that game. 16-9. What the point?
And in that one, the Jets had 1 point. The Jets had one. Denver was giving up 1 point. I took the Jets with that game. You and Chris took Denver.
Yeah, you got us that time. Damn.
But I gave it right back on this next one. The Houston Oilers. I mean,
no, I took
Texans.
the Texans too.
Yeah, they lose 38-20 to the Raiders, and Houston had 7. It didn't matter, but Chris Walker
He won that.
took.
Yeah, he hate Houston. Chris act like he hate everything Houston. Yeah, he took the Raiders.
Yeah, in front of us, he do.
Yeah.
I think that what
Yeah, in front of us. Yeah.
We got the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
Lost to Seattle 37-23. The
All of
Chargers
us.
had 5 points.
All of us took the Chargers.
So we all take a hit on that.
Yeah.
Kansas City.
Mm-hmm. I had Kansas. Me and you had Kansas City.
44-23. Me and you had Kansas City.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Kansas City gave up 2.
Mm-hmm.
We win with that.
Right.
And then we got Miami and Pittsburgh. Miami. Well, Miami came and won that game. And then what was the score on that one, Adam?
How many points did they get? I ain't see it.
It was a close game.
Let me see. Miami. Laurie, what was the score, Laurie? I got to look for it.
They're going to put it up on the thing. One of you got Boom Boom Room, give it to us. Saving time. I got all these papers in my hand.
Okay, don't worry about it. I'm going.
They're going to put it on there for. I'm waiting on the Boom Room. The Boom Room move fast.
Man, the Boom Boom Room, man, they playing around.
Yeah. There you go. I told you it's about 6. I figured it was close.
So what
16-10. And the Dolphins won that game. So that means the Dolphins had gave up 7.
Oh, so Pittsburgh, we won.
No, we didn't win. I had
What was
Miami.
the score? Oh, I had
16.
Pittsburgh. Jimmy?
Yeah.
I had Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Oh, I got some. I got some on that one. Where's my tape? Where you at, baby? Where you at, my tape?
So Lori gonna tally him up. And
I already got him,
looking.
Jimmy. You had 8, I had 7, Chris had 6. So me and you, we got it tonight.
Who we got tonight?
They're gonna be all right. Oh Lord.
Who we got tonight?
Chicago and the Patriots.
Well, I can make that easy for you. I'm gonna take the home team. I'm gonna take the
You gonna take the Patriots?
I'm gonna take the Patriots.
Man, I got the time.
I'm not riding with that dude no more, man. I went that dude 2
Well,
times.
I got to
this
go
year.
against him in order to win
Yeah,
anyway.
you ain't got no choice. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got no choice.
Yeah. Chicago gonna beat the brakes off tonight. And then it'll count for 2.
So that
I
would
like,
go
did
with
you have
that.
some basketball? You want to give us some quick
Hey,
stuff
hey,
before we
man.
get out of here?
Hey, you know, of course, I got we got to get ready to land the plane.
Yeah, we can land.
Well, and went overtime.
Yeah, you can get us.
I got
Or you can wait till tomorrow, whatever. Or you can give us a teaser.
Tomorrow, I give you guys a recap from the.
Oh, no. Laura said we tied, Jimmy. I love Laura. I love my Lori. I love Miss Lori.
Yeah, I got 7.
I got 7 too. Oh, I thought you had 8. I'll put you down for the wrong one. So we tied. So we got Jimmy. Whoa. Let me rethink. I'm going with.
You don't get to pick first. Remember the person.
No. It ain't no pick. You don't pick. You just pick what team you want. It ain't no pick first thing no more. You just pick your team. So I'm going with the New England Patriots tonight.
You can't gain no ground, Heather.
But we tied.
No, you tied with Chris.
I'm tied with you.
No.
Me. Wait a minute.
Got 6.
Me and you. Oh, Jimmy 7 had and Chris 6. Oh, okay. I got clear. Okay. All right. I read it wrong. I'm sorry. I read it wrong. I read it wrong, Lord. I read it wrong. All right, now come on. What you got for us?
Now, what Chris got to do? What Chris got to do? If Chris can get in text his thing, and he's watching from somewhere, we can text in. This is how I suggest. Chris has no choice but to take
Chicago.
But y'all can put y'all a final score or whatever, and who's ever closest would be able to one that would get the win. You follow what I'm saying? Because if Chicago win, then Chris tied with you, so Chris gonna say, "Why the hell he didn't get the?"
That's all right. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
So you got add what your final combined score would be.
Man, I'm not doing all that, man. I'm just gonna win
You gotta be a
tonight.
tiebreaker.
I ain't gonna worry about it. I ain't worry.
Both of y'all ain't gonna get no win for the week.
I ain't gonna be about it. That's all right. It's all right. I'm good. I'm good. I'm sitting pretty. I'm all right. Hey, Jimmy. Every time when I go hang out in Rock Nasty hometown and hang out with Lewis Hamilton and Shaq, I'm good.
Say, man. Say. At number 44, don't y'all forget Reggie Jackson works for the Houston Astros.
That's Jim Crane's confidant.
In the front office. Enos Cabell works in the front office, Houston Astros. And so, you see at number 44, which Alvarez wears 44.
Is he a 7-time home champion? Is Reggie a 7-time champion? World champion?
Something like that.
Is he 7? Like Reggie ain't got no 7.
And he got 7, but he got
up there with Thomas Edward Patrick Brady. He got 7 world championships, Lewis Hamilton. How about that? 7.
Hey, right now that Alvarez probably gonna buy one of them today, so he gonna be right there. We get a hat like that for Alvarez. Gonna buy one more. Yeah. Hey, man. Of course, we got tomorrow. You guys extensive to recap from the overtime elite. Got a chance to watch Bryce Griggs, Tyler Smith, and all those guys play twice. Also,
Jimmy, we ain't got but 2 guys from this city that went down there and did that.
From this state.
This state. Wow. Okay.
From this state.
Okay.
And I give you guys the buzz and some of the things I picked up from down there and for the scuttlebutt or whatnot. Saw the Rockets play down there. They opened up the NBA season with the Hawks. Shout out to Ray Young, Trae Young's dad for the seats. I went and watched him again. They played Orlando. Rod Hampton, R.J. Hampton's dad was down there as well during that trip. So it's one thing about this league, man. You get to look at these young cats. It's at least a player or 2 on every damn team that relationships come into play from people. You get to meet people and you keep watering the grass, and there you go. The Rockets are in town tonight against the Utah Jazz, and this Utah Jazz team, which has
the Rockets playing at home tonight.
Yeah, they play at home tonight against the Jazz. Monday Night Football, which that's a dud. So this Rockets game might be if you have nothing to do, it's kind of drizzling, kind of wet outside in Houston. Might be something to go do. Also, they had a couple of scrimmages. I told you guys Duke play U of A.
The secret scrimmages. Yeah.
It's secret scrimmage. LSU played Baylor in a secret scrimmage on yesterday, which the name that's ringing out of that secret scrimmage is Keontae George. Mm-hmm. His name is ringing from down there in Baylor. And we got a sneak peek when Baylor took a trip across the water this past summer. Keontae George averaged like 30 points a game.
You got something
during that trip. So Keontae, and you understand, if you missed it last week, NCAA men's college basketball we have 5 teams from the state of Texas in the top 25. 5 teams. Amongst those 5 teams, 2 of those teams are projected to feature be among the top 3 in the country in backcourts. Baylor's backcourt, University of Houston's backcourt. And then not to mention which is no slouch, of course, North Carolina is in, I think, amongst that 3. But one thing about NBA scouts, when it's like that now, here's what happens. And I'll explain it to you more tomorrow, just giving you guys a teaser. A lot of those scouts now, they always make their rounds to different schools that normally have the type of talent. Then they got to go out of their way and see another school or 2. Well, now that Texas swing, it takes 2 days, 3 days. Because TCU now has pro prospects on the regular. You know? So you got to go stop in Dallas. You got to come through, leave Dallas, you're going to Waco to Baylor, right? And you can go drive back to Dallas, then come, or you can go keep on driving. See, that's what's happening right now. University of Texas, you leave Waco, you got to go over to Austin. Leave Austin, you got to come on over to Houston. And that's what's happening now for us talent-wise. You leave Houston, you got to go over to LSU, which is another 3 hours. I mean, so a lot of people, they're forced to. It's a lot more work now. Because you got to go to all these different schools you didn't have to go to before. University of Houston used to be the pit stop house that them scouts would go to just to shake some hands. Now, they going to U of H ass to work. They got to put in work. You got 2-3 guys.
I'm glad you're saying that. Keep talking. I like that. Okay. All of that work, right? And I was thinking about something the other day. Keep talking. Keep going.
What you think about?
No, I'm gonna bring it to you. I like where you said all of that work to find just a few players.
Yeah.
Yo. I want the parents to get this perspective, because somebody sent this to me the other day, and I just want to share it. We're gonna keep sharing it. There are 1 million black boys, young men, last year that wanted to play in the NBA. Of that 1 million, only 400,000 will make it to play in high school basketball. Of that 400,000, only 4,000 will make it to play college basketball. Of that 4,000, only 35 will probably make it in the NBA. And of that 35, only 7 will start. And the average life of an NBA in the NBA is 4 years. So the real problem, Jimmy, is we have 1 million brothers looking for 7 full-time jobs that only last for 4 years. And yet last year we had 100,000 jobs available in the computer programming and the engineering and the doctor, to be a doctor. But only 1,000 brothers were qualified. So our appeal, great information, Jimmy, you gave me. Our appeal to our black males is to realize the odds. Like Chris said, let's be better mathematicians. That we must do, we do, I put it like this, that you do most what you do best. We were the first doctors, not Hippocrates, but Imhotep. So we have the ability in math and sciences, just like we have in music and sports. You do most that you do best. If you're a basketball player, from 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock, that's all you do is play basketball. You would be a very good basketball player. But if you went home and went to the library and you in the same amount of time, you'd be a very good scholar. We need more black male role models that would encourage our young kids into math and science. And one of the reasons I want to bring this up, because I was at Formula One this weekend, and again, when I go around the track, Formula One, those cars are not cars you go in there with wrenches and like the NASCARs. These cars are aerodynamic design, engineering marvels, 2.5, maybe about $5 million per car. And all these components go, and you got to have engineering and math and science. And you got these jobs. That's 40,000 jobs in that industry. And we trying to level the playing field. So Jimmy, I'm glad you said, Jimmy, you said all of these scouts traveling all of these places to find so few players. So few players. That's why you got to be good. You got to be great. You got to be great. And Jimmy, you said one name was ringing out.
Yeah.
One name was ringing out.
I mean, and here's a part now. Of course, you guys see, and like I said, we dive into it tomorrow. We talk basketball tomorrow. But you'll see now, as we do every year, I don't know why people fall into this the constant trap. A guy gets signed to a summer league team in Las Vegas and plays in the NBA Summer League. Then all of a sudden, everybody in his hometown is claiming that kid has been signed or he's with the NBA team. Instead of just saying he's with their Summer League team. Man, he got signed by them. He on watch. Then now you got to get into you're trying to educate somebody, end up in a debate. Now they go back and tell the kid's parents or the kid themselves, hey man, we in the fall and he hating on your son, trying to tell everybody you ain't gonna make it. Now this is how that stuff goes. And that's some broad stuff. A lot of guys do that stuff all the time.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Absolutely
They
right.
go back and tell the parent or the kid, oh, hey man, we should have heard it, man. Said, now, man, didn't he say that? Yeah, man. He said your son wasn't there. So now that parent is feeling some kind of way about you. And all you did was try to educate somebody with the truth about the situation.
Yeah.
Everybody that plays summer league ain't on the team. Most of them jokers ain't gonna make the team. The NBA found a way to monetize summer league. It used to be free, guys, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, anybody can walk in there.
Used to be free, like the Fundy, like the Pro-Am. You can just walk up in there and watch a game. They used to damn near beg you to go to those games. Yep. They found a way when it came with the new movement of youth
and social media. Moved it to Vegas.
And they moved to Vegas. And they made it to as, okay, now with that age, it became those hip-hop guys and the performers and the celebrities who are friends with a lot of those guys. And that's what happened.
Alpha Joe said, congratulations to be drafted in the G League.
I mean, I guess that's good if that's what.
If that's where he wanted to be.
Yeah.
Jimmy, I'll tell you, this summer, Jimmy, I was sitting up, and it was so unique. I was sitting up there, we're going to get out of here. I was sitting up there just talking to the GMs and stuff, right? And he said, man, hey, man, I forgot the number he gave me. Man, we ain't worried about half of these dudes getting it. Man, half of these dudes, I mean, no, half. 90% of these dudes ain't going to never play in the league. That was in the summer league, Jim.
It just baffles me how people try to perpetuate this stuff and they know. A lot of people know it's false.
I don't think they know. Jimmy, they think something might happen. Jimmy, if you make it to the NBA, Junior, all of them guys, that's the lottery. That's hard to do, man, to make it on an NBA team. Somebody casually talking about somebody on the bench. Man, somebody on that bench. Like I remember you said, we'll tag you a new one. Hey, man, we're going to talk about that tomorrow. That's too much. Talking about what Adam Silver said. Jimmy, have anybody watched Ted Lasso? Jimmy, I never thought I would watch that. And I watched it the other day. I learned a new term that I'm going to talk about tomorrow and what Adam Silver was talking about. If you're the last two teams in the NBA, you get deregulated to the G League. And two of the G League, the top G League teams, come over there and play. And that's how they do in soccer overseas. I learned that on Ted Lasso. So, yeah, it's crazy. It can't happen, Jimmy. But Adam Silver said, I'm tired of this tanking. We got to do something about tanking. But go on and get us out of here, Doc.
Yeah, man. That's taking. We chime in on that on tomorrow and a lot of other things. Yeah, guys. You can go over to rcsports.com and get your tickets for the season opener. Oh. We are pretty much 2 weeks away. That's the first day of the regular season, 2 weeks away. And also, I got to get back in the lab and get on putting together the finishing touches for the magazine before we can go to press in a couple of days. At the end of this week, we going to press, and that way the books will be out in time for the beginning of the regular season. In case you haven't seen one, a guy like Rock Nasty, you can understand. I got papers in this one. This last year's. This is what the magazine looks like, Rock Nasty. This is all Greater Houston. This is how good we got it down here. And this particular copy was last year's edition. And how many pages was this thing last year? You can see last year the page. Let me see. That was page 95. So then you got to count it back 96. And it's 96 pages. And you count the 4 sleeves if you just want to get technical.
He got one already. Rock Nasty, he got one already.
Guess what? This one here is probably going to be larger than that one.
Jimmy, hold up, Jimmy. I got to shout out to Leonardo Johns. That's my main man. Oh, my God. He said, very interesting segment. Thank you so much. It gets better tomorrow. Share the show, Leonardo.
Come on back with us on tomorrow. Yeah. And chop it up with us on the Chop Shop, man. But we got to get on that out of here. I got to get in there and finish proofing this stuff and getting this stuff together. And man, I got trust
tomorrow.
A lot of stuff tomorrow. Matter of fact, tomorrow, Tuesday, I'm gonna be on time tomorrow. I'll be in this thing so we can get it all in. But we got to get up out of here. See you, man. It's time to slide down Dino's back and yabba dabba do this thing on this Monday. For Robert Haller, this is Jim Hicks, and we are out of here, man. Peace. Share the show. I know many of you haven't done so. Still, share the show on your way out the door. Chop Shop. Peace. We out.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop.